friends, Rotary in Mumbai, called as District 3141, is one of the premier Rotary districts in the world. And Rotary Year 2021 is a vision year with District Governor Sunil Mehra at the helm of affairs. In this year, many new initiatives have been introduced to create a difference to the society and make Rotary seen. In this year, we've started a novel concept, the WizBiz Talks, an initiative to support Rotarians to support Rotary. Friends, WizBiz Talks is a hot from oven initiative to create more bonding and proximity amongst Rotarians on personal, Rotary and professional fronts. In these interviews, we speak to visionary Rotarians who, by virtue of their selfless work towards the community, have reached important decisive positions, and their actions today will help Rotary to serve more and make a difference. I'm your host, Dr. Manish Motwani, a laparoscopic weight loss surgeon, that's a bariatric surgeon, and also the Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in the year 2021. Friends, one of the main concepts of WizBiz Talks is we Rotarians have been doing projects together. We have been having fellowship together. It's also high time that Rotarians start working together. When Rotary becomes such a small, knit, well-knit family where we enjoy together, we do projects together and we work together, it will prosper and it will bloom. And this is what we are looking at. When we think about the younger generation today, every time when we approach them for membership, they have only one idea in mind. What is there in it for me? Yes, friends, we want to show everyone hope. We want to tell everyone that here there is service, there is fellowship, and also professional networking. Friends, so welcome today on this WizBiz Talks, and we have a very special guest, friends. Our guest today is a very dear friend whom I have looked upon at various occasions for advice and support. He's one person where you never hear no when you approach for any task. He has been one of the stalwarts in Rotary with thorough Rotary knowledge and has an excellent one-to-one rapport with majority of the Rotarians, not just in 3141, but the entire erstwhile 3140, which involves 3141 as well as 3142. Yes, friends, he's a very own and very dear Rotarian Dilip Muley, a Rotarian with more than 3 decades of Rotary experience from Rotary Club of Mumbai Iconic. A science graduate from Mumbai, did his MSc in biochemistry from Grant Medical College, started his career as a pharmacist and went on to start his pharmaceutical manufacturing business. That was in 1982, friends. But he didn't stop there. In 1994, put up another branch. But there, it was diversifying into poultry feed supplements. Another unit in Pune in 2000. And in 2005, friends, he diversified into manufacturing specialized garments for sterile area in pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. He has his offices in Mumbai and Chandigarh, both. Friends, he's a person with a distinct personality, but with varying personalities also. He has been associated with theatre and done a few professional dramas on Marathi stage and also some programs on the small screen. He's also had a stint with All India Radio as a news reader. Invited to join Rotary Club in 1994 as member of Rotary, went on to become the president in 1997, where he took up multiple initiatives for the lesser privileged. Currently, he is the mentor and one of the most senior-most members of Rotary Club of Mumbai Iconic. He has done every position in Rotary after his presidential year and has been a favorite of every governor. In 2021, he is the most valued core team member and handling various responsibilities of Governor's Principal Aid, District Project Director, Community Economic Development, and also the Zonal Coordinator for Rotary Visionaries. He is probably the only Rotarian in District 3141 to be requested to take up the position of Lieutenant Governor in 21-22 when Rajendra Agarwal ji will be the governor. This position till date has been offered only to past governors. Friends, you can understand the stature of this person called Mr. Dilip Muley. Friends, I have known him as a hardcore Rotarian, disciplined, hardworking, with passion to serve the organization, with highest loyalty and high level of compassion. I have the pleasure of presenting in front of you a delightful and pleasant personality, a wonderful person at heart, a dynamic, proactive, creative, and a team person who believes in himself and is a compassionate human being with a desire to serve mankind. Yes, friends, please welcome my dear friend, our dear friend, Rotarian Dilip Muley. Dilip, first of all, thank you so much for your presence here today. I know it has been a task for me to convince you to come on WizBiz Talk, But thank you so much for finally making it here.
Manish, so many adjectives for me. I'm really overwhelmed. And you don't have to convince me anytime because we are friends. We know each other for last 15 years or more than that. Firstly, Manish, compliments to both of you and DG Sunil, for this novel concept of WizBiz Talk. And I appreciate you for taking out time to take these interviews because I had seen few interviews also. So thank you very much for that. And one thing, Manish, I always admire about you, that you are always fresh. Last year, you remember, we used to work till 1:30 at night, but I have seen you as fresh as you are in the morning. And another thing, that whatever convincing, confident smile you have, that really convinces the opposite person. So these two qualities, please keep it up. I'm so happy to come on your show, BizBiz. Please let us take it forward.
Thank you so much. Dilipji, I have known you as a person. I have known about your family in person. We've worked together for such a long time. But there are so many other Rotarians who would like to know something more about you. Please tell us something about you on your personal front, you as a person, your family. We want to know it all.
Okay. Manish, I belong to Maharashtrian Brahmin family. Though our roots are in Konkan, uh, we have ancestral house and a property and the mango trees. We have more than 250 mango trees over there. And above all, we have our own Ganpati temple. Though I don't visit that my place very often, but I go sometimes, once in 3 years, once in 5 years. And the best place for serenity, I'm maximum time I'm in that temple sitting to myself. It's a beautiful thing. Uh, as far as my business, my wife, Ruta, I have only one daughter, Shamuni. She has done again same what I have done, MSc in biochemistry, and then she did MBA in biotechnology, working for all multinational pharmaceutical companies. After marriage, she is settled in US. Temporarily, she has come to India now for 2 years because her husband has got some assignments from Amazon. So she is here. And Manish, let me tell you that I was a bright student in the school. As you mentioned about my other hobbies, I was a very bright student in the school, and my aptitude directed me to do medicine and become a doctor. But somehow I got attracted towards theater. And consecutive 3 years in all intercollegiate competitions, I was getting Best Actress Award. And then I got calls from various professional drama companies. I started working in professional as well as amateur theater also. My contemporary, I don't say contemporary, but I have worked with Dr. Lagu, Ashok Saraf, and they were good friends of mine. And of course, doctor was very, very senior to me, but he used to like me as a boy. He always used to say, "Hey, call that man. I like that boy," and something like that. And actually, I always feel that life comes in phases, and each phase has numerous issues to face till that phase phases out. So it happened with me also. When my seniors in school, my teachers, they wanted me to go to Elphinstone College and then to medicine and all that. I went to another college which was good in dramatics. And when my dramatic seniors wanted to join me NSD, that is National School of Drama, Delhi, that time my father did not approve it. Coming from a typical Maharashtrian Brahmin family, he said keep it as a hobby, but not as the profession. So I could not do theater anymore. That phase was over. And then I was working as a chemist, as you rightly said, for 2, 3 years. Then I joined the company, and we, four of us, we started this pharma company, and we had liquid oral capsule, tablet, and ointment section. And we could run it for about 6 years, but basically we had intellectual property more than the money part of it, because it is a first generation business for all of us. And then another phase started, that we had a labor trouble and we had to lock down that factory, and then so many things. And then I had already taken a land in Roha. So I started constructing a small factory over there. Then in Pune, I had taken another factory. I started manufacturing this nutraceutical, basically protein powders, various protein powders. But with the GST, now you also know that these protein powders are very expensive for any patients. and they are reluctant to take this because we give this as tonics. So when GST was 28%, again there was a problem. And now I have shut down my nutraceutical business. I'm no more into that. Now I'm into only poultry feed supplement, the factories at Roha. And as you rightly said, these sterile garments. And one more thing, let me tell you, we are pioneers in manufacturing hydrolyzed protein. We used to hydrolyze proteins from soya flour, from casein, as well as from whey. And this was the concept that was very, very new in the year 1982-83. It is still running, and you find a lot many products containing hydrolyzed protein because it works 10 times more than the regular protein. Because you know that proteins are digested in the body with various enzymes to amino acids, and this is the enzymatic reaction we used to do in the laboratory, and we used to give this hydrolyzed protein with dipeptides and amino acids. That was something that is our signature product those days, and still it is running, and I'm still manufacturing this hydrolyzed protein because that is required for my veterinary medicines as an ingredient.
Okay. That's lovely. That's lovely. I, being myself a bariatric surgeon, where we really know that the patient does not eat more in quantities and he has to have limited meals. In those limited meals, what best quality they can have to satisfy their hunger and also their energy needs. It's very important. So yes, I am aware of hydrolyzed proteins, the way, how important it is. And at the same time, yes, there are these nutraceutical products where GST has really done a bit of harm to all those products. And many companies, many people like you would have thought that it's better rather than just doing, no profit, zero profit, it's better to shut down the business. And very rightly at the right point of time. And at the same time, Dilip ji, kitna kaam karenge and kitne saalon se kitna kaam karenge. Sometimes you feel, arey, kitna aur kyun? So I understand you are a very satisfied person. And you know, friends, he is one satisfied person. I don't know whether he would want me to speak here, but if Dilip ji wanted to become the district governor of 2020 or district governor of 3140, there would have been absolutely no one objecting to it. But he said, no, I don't want to. I'm happy with my friends. I'm happy working at the post that I want. And he didn't contest later on. So I'm sure, Dilip ji, you are a very contented person. You are a person who's satisfied. And these are the type of people who actually set examples for others. That मैं मेरा काम कर रहा हूँ, I know the purpose why I have come to Rotary and I'm going to keep doing that. I have seen that as an example, friends. I respect him a lot. He's much senior to me. But in terms of energy, when we were sitting down for team formation or project formations, friends, abhi 2021 chalu hai. For 2021, we have been working since 18-19. We have had multiple sleepless nights. We used to start working at 6 o'clock in the evening, work till 1 in the morning. And my hospital basement, the conference hall was a place where we have been working. Never once have I ever received a no for any meeting. This is what Dilip ji is, and this is what the entire team is, whether it was Dilip ji or Kandar Khandwala or Sunil Mehra or Saurabh or Jayesh, any number of people we've asked for and they have never said no. Friends, this is Rotary. This is Rotary working beyond self, working for others. Because if you have a good foundation for your year, the year is then just going to be a simple thing ahead. Friends, I would also like to say that, Dilip ji, if you would recollect, that COVID has come in March, but we started using Zoom in September 2019 yes. when we were planning for pre-pets in Goa. So we started using this technology since 2019 when people heard about it in 2020 March or April or May. So we've done a lot of hard work, and that is the reason, though COVID struck us, Dilip ji, you would agree to what I say, is our year 2021, the vision year, is still going in full flow, doing innumerable projects. Though we are not meeting physically, we have transformed ourselves. We have seen, we've adapted to the new normal, and things are going still great. Though we would have loved the normal routine, which was otherwise going on for Rotary, but this is also not bad, and we love working in this too. Dilip ji, you told us about yourself as a person and your work. We would like to know your views on one very important subject. In Rotary, membership is very important. Some people say adding new members to a club is important. Some say setting up a new club is important. And some people say that retaining members is very important. Now, I know that adding new members to a club is important to ensure that the age is always a young age, new members keep coming in, new ideas keep coming in. You are one of the people who has also been involved in a new club formation and multiple more. And you know the benefits of that too. I have myself just started, you would have read the message, Rotary Club of Mumbai Greens, and 2 more clubs incoming. I'm making as a new club advisor, 1 club in South Bombay, behind Arthur Road Jail, and 1 club also in Bando. But then to what I am more concerned is, I feel membership retention is way ahead of any new member coming in or making new clubs. I feel if we can retain our own members, that means we have every Rotarian considers the values of Rotary higher, considers the ethics and transparency in Rotary higher, and they all can become brand ambassadors of Rotary. But if we are not able to retain old members, their Rotary gets a beating. This is what I feel. I might be right, I might be wrong, but it's my point of view. I want to know something from you. What is your point of view? Your experience is 10 times more than mine. Your experience and your feelings, what is more important? 1, 2, 3, membership retention or new members in a club or adding new clubs. Everything is important, but what is the priority according to you?
Manish, I agree with you. Membership retention is very, very important. But let me tell you, I joined Rotary in 1994. And if you remember the old days, we used to have A to Z of Rotary. And my first A to Z of Rotary, I attended in the year 1995. And first time I heard a term, each one bring one. And then we added each one bring one, keep one. From 1994 till 2020, we are listening to these slogans. And I don't want to criticize, but nothing has been much happening with these slogans also. Of course, Indian scenario, it's not so worrisome. But as our organization, a global organization, we have to definitely think about it. My basic take on this is as the cities are growing, we are getting new complexes. As you rightly said that you are installing 3, 4 more clubs. So that is the answer for increasing the membership. Because in, say, Mulund, in your area, Runwal Greens, Runwal Forest, your own Runwal Anthurium, so many complexes are coming. So we can approach this complexes and we will find many people interested because they don't know that what Rotary is and all that. Similarly, in Lower Parel, this was typically a Girangaon where all textile mills were there, but now a lot of complexes are coming. So that is the best policy. By another opinion, I don't know whether others will agree, you will agree or not. But I'm of the opinion that club strength should be around 70, 75. Because if club strength goes beyond that, then the basic object is disturbed. Because we say that acquaintance and then acquaintance to service, because once club is too big and now many clubs have gone for two-bidding formula. So then many a times I think the members don't meet for 2, 3 months. So it should not happen because when we are working together for membership, for service, for everything. So my take on this is any club which is about 70, 75, then that club is still growing, then they should think of floating another club. I think that forming new clubs is the best thing to add members. And now recently we have added that corporate membership, again a good idea that you can have a club in the corporate offices also. So according to me, retention is very, very important. The best thing is retention. But after all, adding new members, it is becoming difficult. It is better to form many more clubs and involve Rotarians into that and ask and attract people to come to Rotary.
Agreed. Absolutely in sync with you. Because when new people come in, they come with newer ideas. When they come with newer ideas, you have more ideas to serve people. And, most innovative methods. Possibly a person like me who's 20 years plus in Rotary and you who's 30 years plus in Rotary, we might come up with one solution for a particular thing because of our experience, expertise, and our knowledge of Rotary. Or some new person might come up with some dramatic, different idea, which we might then suddenly feel, oh, it was so easy. We could have done it differently. So yes, I agree that new members, young members, more females in Rotary, these are definitely the in things. And yes, each one get one has been a slogan since so many years. Less practiced, more preached. We are also waiting for a time that we should start getting to see. Dilip ji, आप और मैं हम ये जानते हैं कि we might definitely be having that one friend of ours who would like to do anything for me, one relative of mine who would like to do anything for me. And if that one friend and one relative need not come to just my club, it is a matter of adding them to Rotary. So just to tell you that I have myself, you might have added more, but I have added 31 members to Rotary, not just in Mumbai, not just in 3141 and 42, but even out of Bombay, out of Maharashtra, out of India, even in US, even in Hong Kong. Wherever I get an opportunity, I do it. I feel you would have done it empty 10 times more than what I have done. But we should do this because there are these two people always there for us. One, a very close friend who really trusts what we do, a very close relative who trusts what we do. So it is easy for us to convince them. It is only the question of asking, yes, informing, and referring. And we should be doing it. And Rotary will be a totally different place altogether. You never know what kind of ideas they come up with, and they take Rotary to different heights. You might be creating new leaders by this. Dilip ji, here comes membership, where we have thought a lot and we've spoken a lot. But Rotary Foundation is one point where we've been doing, any and every club who has been doing major global grants knows the benefit of what Rotary Foundation is. Anytime when we do small projects where districts who can't do major projects, they take DDF funds from the governor, they know what is the benefit and value of global grants and value of Rotary Foundation. But Rotary Foundation amount and the funds are depleting. This year we received the major shock, which all were taken aghast when we got to hear that the club contribution is not going to be matched by the Rotary Foundation. There is a reason for this. The reason is that since 12-13 or 13-14, when directed giving came in, every time we got a message that yes, hamara contribution to district mein, we are in the world, we are first or second or third highest contributors. But what happens also is most of it is going to permanent fund or going directed towards projects. Nothing coming towards the annual fund. And if nothing is coming towards the annual fund, it is going to hurt global grants. It is going to hurt the DDF. So many people who have been doing so many big projects beyond their capacity with the help of global grants will now feel that pinch. This is because the contribution to annual fund is not coming. You will agree that Givers Gain is a lovely idea where we want to contribute innumerable amount of amount coming to the annual fund through waste, through unusable items. It has gained a lot of momentum. Whilst we are speaking, I'll tell you that we have already had around 500th pickup. This is tremendous. We had not expected by this time even 200 pickups. So possibly with God's grace and Sunil giving me this opportunity to promote Givers Gain and the entire strong team led by our Iron Lady Kalpana ji, we've been able to do a lot in Givers Gain. First phase of recyclables gathered full momentum, reusable, just about to start. I think so this will go great. But there are going to be big donors, there are going to be small donors. I want to know something from you. What are the various ways how we can try to attract people or convince people to give towards annual funds, not just towards projects or directed giving?
Manish, firstly, you are doing commendable work on Givers Gain project. And I see a lot more messages that you are approaching various clubs, speaking to them, and you are doing phenomenal job there. Let me confess honestly that I have never headed this avenue ever in last 20. I was never a avenue chair for foundation. So I may not have that detailing because I have seen you working during Miracle Year as a AK's chief coordinator. So I don't have a first-hand experience as far as foundation is concerned. But I believe in one thing, that not he who has much is rich, but he who gives much. So this is a very good policy. And I agree because even when I was talking to PDG Vijay Jalan, he told me that he had done 3 million that year. But he said my maximum contribution was in annual fund. It was not in directed gifts, or that time it was nomenclature was different. So it was not in that. So he said, if I would have known that, my contribution would have gone much, much beyond that. So we had tried, because in 16-17, during Gopal's year, when he, the first year of 3141, and he has kept a target of 2.62 million, and out of the, he achieved that also, and out of that more than 1.5 million was APF. And it, yes, and it is the responsibility of the governor as well as the team working in foundation to explain to all these clubs. Basically all the clubs, you see, Rotarians, they don't know. Rotarians say that we want to give, where we should give, whether we should give to polio fund, whether we should give to annual fund, what they want, that recognition that we are giving. But basically, if we can talk about the different projects which are happening, and if we don't have this money, we will not get even for the global grants, and we cannot do, because the Rotary's board bigger project. Because if you remember, now no clubs are interested in doing, because we are all thinking about big bold projects, and these big projects will come only if we will contribute towards APF. And once this starts for 2, 3, 4 years, then that will be a habit. We say that denarane det jave, genarane get jave. You must be knowing that deta genarache hat jave, so that you inculcate that habit, even if you are taking, but slowly you take those hands which are giving. So we have to convince our people, we have to talk to them, and it is the responsibility of the foundation team and the club trainers that they should insist, and they should talk to the club presidents and the other Rotarians that why APF is more important, because we want to do many big projects. So that is why you should contribute towards APF more, and then automatically directed gifts and global grants will keep happening. We will get more money in that also. But APF is the basic bank where we have to keep on depositing our money.
Absolutely. Dilipji, I'll just like to tell you that you are the 266th interview that I am taking. And I'm the one who's maximum benefited, getting the viewpoints of so many people, trying to imbibe certain things. I was with Bharat Pandya ji, our Rotary International Director, who himself had done 2 million contribution that year in 2005-06 to Rotary Foundation, which was that time the first time we tasted what is #1 giving in the world. I was with Madhukar Bideji, one of the most respected people in Rotary, and you know, I also idolize him actually. And he, at that point of time when he was the governor, collected $3.5 lakh to Rotary Foundation, which today is more than 7 million, 10 million.
Yes.
And that time it was only annual funds, maximum coming to annual funds. The ideas that I have been discussing with people, what they have been narrating to me, even Vijay Jalanji, I really respect him, because what he gave was mainly to annual fund, and Gopalji made the total complete difference in his year in 2016-17. He's actually a Jawhari. Everyone might have different ideas about him, but I have one clear feeling for Gopalji. उस बंदे को उनको परख है, and he knows to get the work done from a particular person, giving him recognition, giving him respect, giving him the support and getting work done. He found out who was Nirav Shah, and he motivated Nirav Shah, he inspired Nirav Shah to go and possibly get so many AKS. Nirav Shah has been an icon now. Nirav Shah, what he has done had not been replicated for another few years, till the time 2018-19 came. Shashi ji had to really go out of the way to convince me that Manish, you become the chief coordinator for AKS. मैंने शशि जी को बोला, शशि जी मेरे दोस्तों की दुश्मन हो, मेरा रोटरी करियर खत्म करने पे हो क्या आप, कि सिर्फ AKS का chief coordinator. Dilip ji won't believe, he has come 7 to 8 times to Mulund to convince me. You are aware of that. To Mulund to convince me that I should be taking up as chief coordinator AKS. That year again, with the support of DG and Sandeep Agarwala, we could make 18 Arch Club Society members in 1 year. And that time we thought that yes, if we go behind something in a targeted manner, things will happen. Things are bound to happen. It is only that we require that commitment, conviction, and that zeal and passion to go behind it. Because it was only, I have to do only that work, nothing else. So हमारा तो सारा दिन वही घूमता रहता है. Now that list of that time did also help in 2019-20 and is also helping us in 2020-21, which I will also hand over to Rajendra Agarwal ji and then to Sandeep Agarwala, because that is now a black book. It is a black diary which I have, which has got more than 700 prospective Arts Club Society members with names, contact numbers, contact details, connect details through whom we can approach them. So our issue is only one, that approach the right person at the right time with the right emotions, with right connect, with right contact. And I'm sure that if we can do that, then there is at least 30 to 35% success rate. And if we can do it, I am sure a person like Rajendra Agarwal ji with his connect will have minimum 25 Arts Club Society members, Agarwal committee. With a person, once we go to 25, Sandeep Agarwala will not fall behind. He will get at least 40 Arts Club Society members. So it is not that we are asking a person who has got a capacity of 5 crores to give 1.5 or 1.8 crores. We are asking a person who has got 100 crores to give 1.7 crores. So it is only to choose the right person at the right time, and we should not judge a person whether he will give or not give. उनका काम हमें नहीं करना है, हम हमारा काम करेंगे अप्रोच करने का. उनको देना है, नहीं देना है, आज देना है, कल देना है, वो उनका काम. सब अपना अपना काम करें, and I'm sure we'll be able to achieve what we want to achieve. And Givers Gain, Dilip ji, is one more project which will also help us to boost our annual fund. We hope, we pray that this goes on to become the most successful thing, not just for Bombay, because we finally, you and I are more committed to Rotary, not just to a year or to a district, it is to Rotary. And I'm sure if this becomes successful here, as K.R. Ravindran ji, our PR Apache Rotary International president, has told us, he's keeping a very strong eye on what our project is going on as. And you were there for the installation. We have to give him the report and presentation, how it has gone up. Possibly we might be told to lead this in the entire country or more too. So let's hope things go the way we've gone. But Dilip ji, one final thing I want to ask you. Tell us something more about yourself. What are your hobbies? What are your likings? How do you spend your time when you are free? How do you like to relax?
My relaxation is basically reading books. I can't sleep without reading books. So I read, I continuously read, and I don't read novels or something like that, but I read the history books, I read Rotary. Basically my hobby is reading. My hobby is obviously going to dramas and all that. Now it is not possible, but then I listen to music. So these are my hobbies, and nothing much, but reading is the lovely hobby. Whenever I'm free, I like to read. Whenever I'm on a picnic also, I take 2-3 books with me, and I find time and I keep on reading.
बहुत बढ़िया. But दिलीप जी, एक आपसे आज एक बात जो समझ में आई, वो तो I'm going to leak out. Though this video is also going to go to every Rotarian, but one thing I'm going to leak out to presidents of Rajendra Agarwal ji and presidents of Sandeep Agarwal. You know, we have Pre-Pets ka skit, which is a very famous. Now, we always look out for people who can direct that skit. I will ensure that at least one team is approaching you to help them direct a skit, so that, you know, we can come up with award-winning presentations. So, Dilip ji, it has been a lovely time with you. I anyways enjoy every bit of time I spend with you. You are one person who is so transparent with me. When I'm speaking to you, I know I'm like speaking to my elder brother. I don't have to think twice. Whatever the matter is, and I'm telling you frankly, on this screen today, on this medium, I have never thought twice when I speak to you, because I feel I can be my natural and normal self with you. I never hesitate. And you might be knowing I speak to you about anything and everything. This is my level of comfort with you, because that is my respect for you in my mind, in my heart. So first of all, thank you so much for the privilege given to have this interview. It has been a lovely experience with you on the WizBiz Talks. We would take the liberty of posting these videos. Hello. We will take the liberty of posting these videos to all Rotary clubs, to all social media pages of Rotary District 3141. Your interview is also going to be viewed by all Rotarians and non-Rotarians. Looking at type of personality you are, I think so people will judge Rotary through your and my actions. I'm sure by your interview today, we will be able to get some Rotarians who have not been very active to come into the main pool and start working more in Rotary. Those non-Rotarians who would like to tie up with Rotary for service projects. Some non-Rotarians wanting to partner with Rotary for service projects. I think so all this is going to happen. Since you're a strong supporter of Rotary and work done by Rotary, I would like you to pass on the message of Rotary Foundation to all your connects. Let's join hands to support Rotary and thus support mankind. Thank you so much, Dilip ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you. It was a wonderful experience, and thank you for inviting me on this interview. Thank you very much.
Pleasure is entirely mine. Thank you.